Hey, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Otis Jones, man. Shout out to Fatally Curious, man, for making this original content. If you don't want to listen to me talk, man, go to Fatally Curious channel and subscribe and like their content. But you already know I'm here to talk, fam. Let's run it. We're watching something different today. It's Saturday. Let's change it up, fam. Let's see what it
Over
is.
300 climbers have lost their lives on Mount Everest, with
Okay.
nearly 200 bodies still scattered across its icy
Oh
slopes.
no,
Known
man.
as the Death Zone, the mountain's highest reaches offer little mercy.
Oh,
Oxygen is
snaps.
scarce.
One thing I know too is going up is hard, but even going back down is harder because you already used all that energy to go back up. You're not even thinking about the process of going down after you already burned all that energy. You know what I'm saying? Especially after uh, uh, entering the death zone and the bottleneck. You know what I'm saying?
Temperatures plunge, and minor missteps often turn fatal.
Oh,
Falls from
snaps.
sheer ridges, avalanches, and exhaustion are just some of the dangers that claim lives every year.
Yikes.
Shockingly, the majority of deaths occur during descents, as climbers push
See,
their
going
exhausted bodies.
down. Exactly. Going down is the most time that you're gonna you die, to be honest. Man, I feel sorry for all the people, the parents and the family members that have to deal with the loss of that member going up on that mountain, because a lot of the times it's not only you that suffers, the people that care about you that suffer, you know? You're going up there and it's like it's a slim chance of coming back, fam.
Beyond their limits. This video dives into the chilling stories of climbers who fell to their deaths on
Oh,
Everest.
snaps.
What went wrong in those final moments? And why is the mountain still a magnet for such deadly ambition?
Yeah.
On May
Yikes.
21st, 2024,
Okay.
Daniel Patterson, a 40-year-old British climber, and his guide, Kastenji Sherpa, set out for what should have been the triumphant end to a carefully planned expedition.
Sherpas, man, they
They had
died
reached the
too,
summit of
man.
Mount Everest that morning.
That's the craziest thing. The Sherpas is guiding uh, um, a lot of people for not even enough money to get the right equipment. You know what I'm saying? The Sherpas are going up and down and going up and down and going up and down, and they even summit the mountain way more times than the people that's paying them, that's taking them to guide them up there. You know, that's crazy. Shout out to all the Sherpas, man. That's crazy. They risk their lives all the time, man, for a little bit of money.
Standing at 8,849 meters above sea level. For Patterson, it marked the culmination of a lifelong dream and a year of grueling preparation. For
Yikes.
Tenji, it was another guided climb, showcasing his unmatched endurance and skill. But the
Man,
descent, where most accidents on Everest occur, would become their undoing.
going down,
The route
man.
down was crowded.
Oh,
Climbers moved in
snaps.
both directions, navigating the narrow
That's too
ridge
many
where one
people up
misstep
there,
could mean a
too.
fatal fall. Traffic
Yikes.
jams had become an alarming reality on Everest,
Oh,
especially
snap.
during the brief windows of good weather.
Imagine being tied to a string, man, and the string and the path is the only way up and down, the safest way, and you got a traffic jam on your rope. You know what I mean? You got to go on the out. You got to unhook your rope, go on the outside of people, or they got to do it, and then hook your rope again. That's where people a lot of people die by unhooking their rope too. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to unhook your rope and get onto the path. But at the same time, while you do that, you might be fatigued. You might lose your step while you're not hooked up to the rope.
The ridge was lined with climbers clipped to the fixed safety ropes, inching their way through the dangerous terrain. This bottleneck of people, gear,
Bottleneck,
and
man.
ambition added layers of risk to an already deadly journey.
Yeah.
The conditions didn't help. Unusually warm weather had softened the snow, creating unstable ground beneath their feet.
Oh, snaps.
Cornices, overhanging formations of snow and ice, lined the path, appearing deceptively sturdy, but prone to
Not
collapse under
sturdy.
the slightest
That's
pressure.
crazy, fam.
Patterson and Tenji knew the dangers. They had successfully navigated the Hillary Step, a steep and notorious obstacle, but their progress slowed as they reached the ridge packed with climbers.
That's
To descend
crazy.
faster, they decided to bypass the crowd.
Yep, go on the
This meant
side of them.
unclipping from the safety
See,
ropes,
told
moving
you,
around
man.
other climbers, and reattaching
You could die
themselves,
like that.
a risky maneuver that required precision and luck.
Yeah,
It was a choice many climbers faced in such conditions, where
because
delays
it's
could lead
hard
to
to get around
oxygen
people.
depletion or worsening weather. But on Everest, risks multiply. At around 10
Look at them
a.m.,
hooking that one,
disaster struck.
unhooking that one.
As
Oh
Patterson and
my.
Tenji moved to pass a slower
Oh
groove, the
my,
cornice
fam.
beneath them collapsed. A massive
Oh
section of snow and ice
snaps.
broke away with a deafening sound. The ground beneath them simply vanished. The fixed rope saved
Whoa.
some climbers, jerking them to a halt. But Patterson and Tenji, having unclipped a pass, had no
Oh,
such life.
snaps.
They fell with the collapsing snow, tumbling down the crash-hewn
Ooh, man.
face, a sheer vertical drop into the depths of Tibet.
No,
The
fam.
scene was chaotic. Climbers on the ridge froze, staring at the empty space where the cornice had been. Some looked down, hoping against hope for signs of the
Oh,
fallen men,
snap.
but the slope's steepness made it impossible to see anything below. The death zone.
What's sad too is up in the death zone, man. It's hard for the helicopters to get up there. So usually, like people who die up there stay up there. You know, sometimes they might have a rescue mission of uh, gathering some bodies to try to bring the bodies down. You know, but not it's not guaranteed. There's so many people that's still stuck on that mountain that's dead that haven't even got a burial. You know what I'm saying?
As this area
That's why it's so risky. That's why it's something that you really shouldn't do.
above 8,000 meters is called is unforgiving. Oxygen is scarce, and rescue efforts are nearly impossible. The harsh truth set in quickly. There would be no coming back for Patterson and Tenji.
Yikes,
News of the
man.
tragedy spread rapidly through radio communications to the lower camps. At base camp, climbers and guides learned that the collapse had claimed 2 lives. The loss of Tenji, a respected and skilled Sherpa, sent shockwaves through the mountaineering community.
Damn.
Patterson, too, was mourned. He had been climbing to raise funds for a family affected by cancer, making his journey deeply personal and selfless. Their deaths felt both tragic and senseless.
I feel that, but now it's like you're trying to save somebody and you're doing something for somebody, and now like you're gone. Now somebody else is gonna do something for you. And it's like a chain reaction, you know?
As the hours passed, the ridge's remaining climbers faced their own crisis. The cornice collapse had created a gap in the route, leaving them stranded. Oxygen supplies were limited, and
Look
the
at all
risk
that
of
snow
staying
that's
put
falling
was
while they're
growing
trying
by
to
the
stand
minute.
on that side right
A
there.
guide, Vinayak Jaya Mala, took the lead. Attaching himself to the remaining rope, he carefully created a path across the unstable snow.
Okay.
One by one, the climbers followed, their focus razor sharp.
It's already
Any
too many
misstep could
people up
lead to
there,
another
fam.
catastrophe. Efforts to recover the bodies began the
I
next
already
day,
don't like being
but
in
the
big
chances were
crowds.
slim
I
from
could
the
not be
start.
with all them
The
people on that
color-shown
ice,
face is one of Everest's most
on that
perilous
mountain.
areas, a steep and vast expanse of ice and rock. Helicopter rescues were impossible due to the location,
Told you,
which fell on the
fam.
Tibetan side of the
Especially in the
mountain.
death zone
Despite searches from the
where that
ridge and
air is
various
thin.
stands, neither Patterson nor Tenji was found. The harsh reality of
The
Everest,
weather's
claiming
even
as it
worse
has
up
so
there.
many others. Their deaths reignited debates about Everest's overcrowding and commercialization. The mountain had
Oh, you know what's crazy too, fam? When you're on that line, man, and somebody's body is stiffen up due to the weather and the ice, and they can't make it no more, and they pass away. Like you either risk your life trying to save that person because you can't use all your strength to carry that person, or you pass that person and that person is gone forever. You know what I mean? Or you could be gone forever by saving that person. It's a hard thing to do. I feel like if there's situations like that, to where it's like there's so many people left on that mountain that got passed and just stepped over because people can't save them. I feel like you shouldn't be up there. Then, if you can't save people, or you know what I'm saying? It's that risky to where you will die too for trying to save somebody. Y'all both shouldn't be up there. That's just me, fam. That's what
increasingly
I think.
congested, with permits handed out in record numbers.
But I also get like if you have a purpose and you know what I mean, and you're driven to do what you got to do, but at the same time, if it's killing you, you know, if your dream is to die, then I can't back that.
In 2023, a year before Patterson's climb, overcrowding contributed to the deadliest climbing season in Everest's history. Critics argued that these conditions turned Everest from an elite challenge into a perilous traffic jam. For Patterson and Tenji, the dream of Everest ended in tragedy. Their loss became another
Man,
chapter in the mountain's haunting
that's so
history.
sad, fam. That's sad.
On May 16, 2006, Tomas Olsson stood on the summit of Everest. A Swedish adventurer and extreme skier, Tomas had
Man,
spent years preparing for this moment.
so many pictures
He
of
had climbed the
people,
peaks across
so
the
many
globe, driven
smiles, so
thousands
many
of kilometers to reach Everest's
human
base, and
beings
trained
gone, you
relentlessly in
know,
Chamonix.
gone to a
This climb
mountain,
was not just about reaching the summit. Tomas had a larger goal.
can't even
He
be
wanted to
buried.
ski down Everest's north face, an
Oh
achievement.
snap, that's even crazier. So it's already hard enough as it is to climb up that board. It's already hard enough as it is even harder to come down. You're trying to climb up there, use all that energy and ski down? Wow,
Few had even
fam.
attempted.
That's crazy.
Tomas and his Norwegian partner, Tormod Granheim, set
It's
out
like I
on
feel
an
like if you
ambitious
can't make it on
expedition
foot,
that
you
spring.
definitely not gonna make
They
it on
planned to
skis or
scale a mountain
snowboard.
via the Mallory Route and ski down the Great Couloir, also known as the Norton
Look how
Couloir.
steep that is.
This
Nah.
route is one of the most dangerous on Everest, steep, exposed, and unforgiving.
And you're trying to
The climb
ski
began
down
at
that?
Advanced Base Camp, and over 2 grueling days, they pushed themselves to the summit. Reaching the top at noon on
It's a
May
lot of rock
16th, they had
too.
already
Hitting
endured a
under the snow,
14-hour
like,
climb through a
nah,
snowstorm.
fam, I'm good.
Exhausted but determined, Tomas hoped his strength would hold out for the dangerous ski descent. After a short rest, they
Okay.
began their descent.
Oh
The first section
no.
took them to a narrow gully above the couloir.
Nah, because
Here,
what
disaster
happens
struck.
when you get on that bottleneck
Tomas's
and you're
left
trying to
ski
ski?
broke just behind the binding.
Look.
On Everest, a broken ski can be a death sentence.
Yeah.
Tomas and Tormod tried to fix it with tape and climbing gear, but
Fix
the
it
repair
with
was
tape?
weak. They pressed on, knowing time was against them. They had no choice but to abseil as they reached a rocky cliff about 45 meters high.
You gotta go back to
Finding a
foot.
secure anchor was difficult. The rock was solid, and there was little ice to hold the ropes. They improvised, using 2 snow sticks and an ice axe to anchor the rope. Tomas, burdened by the
Yikes,
broken
man.
ski, descended first. About 30 meters down, the anchor failed. Tomas fell into the Norton
What?
Couloir,
No,
plummeting 10 to
fam.
15 meters before hitting the ground. The impact likely knocked him unconscious. Unable to stop himself, he slid further down the steep face. Tormod, watching helplessly, tried to secure the anchor.
Man, I hate to say it, man, but with the gravity going down the mountain and hitting so hard, it like you end up in pieces. You know what I mean?
But it was too late.
Man,
Tomas's fall continued, 2,500 vertical meters, until he disappeared into the mid-Rongbuk Glacier below.
yikes, fam.
For Tormod,
It's like
the
the mountain
nightmare was
swallows
far
you
from
up.
over. Moments after Tomas's fall, his oxygen mask broke. Now he had to navigate the treacherous descent.
Being up there that high, if your oxygen breaks, a lot of people tried to go up K2 without oxygen, especially in the past, and a lot of people didn't make it just due to the fact that they didn't have oxygen. Yeah, you could get up there, but it's like, can you come down? And it's like you're already affected by you're already going downhill once you're up there because the weathering, and you don't have the oxygen. So by the time like you're heading back down, you're already like dying. You don't even know it. You know what I mean? Now you start hallucinating, and now you start taking off your clothes and stuff fast because you think you're hot, and now you wasn't even hot. You were just so cold, you know?
Without supplemental oxygen.
Yeah.
Carefully, he downclimbed the rocky cliff using a rope he no longer trusted. From there, he skied down the couloir alone, retracing Tomas's path.
Yeah.
He found Tomas's ice axe and crampons, but saw no signs that Tomas had tried to stop his fall. The snow was undisturbed, confirming Tormod's worst fear. Tomas had lost consciousness after the initial fall.
Yeah.
Tormod continued his descent, reaching the North Col safely, but the loss of his partner weighed heavily on him.
Of course,
Tomas
man. I
had
would
been
not want to
loyal
make
to
it back without
He was a friend
my
and fellow
partner.
adventurer, someone who shared his
But you gotta
dream of
live
pushing
too, you know what I
boundaries in
mean?
the
You also
world's
gotta live.
harshest
Both of y'all dead
environments.
is not good. Shoot, one person dead is not good, you know? Hey man, you already know what it is, fam. It's your boy Otis Jones. Thank you for tuning in. I know we're watching something a little sad today, something a little different today, you know what I'm saying? We gotta mix it up though. It's life, fam. It's life. You could be anywhere in the world, but I appreciate you because you're here with your boy. Perfect. I appreciate you, man. I don't care if you're bald, you ain't got hair, you got money, no money, you got toes, you ain't got toes, you got ears, you ain't got ears. This is a home for you. This is somewhere we can all meet up and be positive and, you know, stay on our grind and wish the best for each other. You already know what it is, fam. This is the fam right here. Thank you for tuning in. All my old family members, all my new family members. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you, man. I never ask you to do that because I feel like you either do it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to beg you to subscribe and be a part of this family. If you want to be a part of this family, you'll be a part of this family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for the ones that are. I love you. No
Back on the
kizzy.
mountain, the search for Tomas began.
Let me get
A
some
team of
water, fam.
Sherpas, along with Tomas's colleagues Frederick Schenholm, Olaf Sundstrom, and Martin Letzer, scoured the face of the couloir. On May 17th, they found Tomas's body
Water
at an
smacking.
altitude of 6,700 meters. It was a
My bad.
devastating discovery.
Oh
To
no.
prevent further risks, the Sherpas moved his body 300 meters lower, out of the avalanche zone. The next day, a helicopter airlifted
I
Tomas
see
from
the
the
body.
mountain.
Yeah.
The news of Tomas's death spread quickly. It was the eighth fatality on Everest that season.
What's crazy to me too, man, learning about this, I'm not the smartest guy, man, but learning about this, there's a lot of bodies, fam, that end up being frozen on the mountains and that end up being landmarks. Like the green boot dude, you know what I mean? And the Sleeping Beauty girl who looked like she was asleep, you know? It's just so crazy how bodies end up being landmarks, fam. And people will be like, turn right here by the green boots. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me, fam. That's crazy.
A
It's even
sobering
crazy to
statistic
think
even
about.
for a place where death is common. Tomas had been an experienced climber, meticulous in his preparation. But on Everest, even the most skilled adventurers are at the mercy of the mountain.
Of course, man.
Tomas's dream of skiing Everest's north face was part of a larger project to ski the seven summits, the highest peaks
Ski
on
the
each continent.
seven
If
summits,
he had
fam.
survived, he planned to tackle Mount Vinson in Antarctica. But
Crazy.
Everest claimed his life, leaving his ambition unfinished.
Everest
Years
claims a lot
earlier,
of
the
lives,
mountain took
fam.
another life, one deeply tied to the Sherpa community. And
Another thing too is a lot of people, I don't know if people talk about it or not. Another thing too is all the trash up there, fam. There's a lot of trash up there, man. It's a lot of bodies, it's a lot of trash. That's crazy, fam.
a man whose feats on
A
Everest
lot of
remain
tents,
legendary.
broken tents.
Babu
Yikes.
Chiri Sherpa was born in
I'm gonna try
Nepal's
not to pause
Khumbu
it too much,
region,
okay?
surrounded by the towering peaks of the Himalayas. For him, the mountains were not just a
Yikes,
backdrop,
fam.
they were a way of life. Like many Sherpas,
Hopefully my
he
mic
worked
is
as a
on.
porter in his teens, helping climbers carry gear up the slopes of Everest. By the age of
Man,
16, he officially started his career, showcasing the strength and skill that would define him as one of the greatest Sherpas in history. Over time,
a
Babu
lot of
achieved what
Sherpas
few
die
could.
too,
He
fam.
summited Everest 10 times, an extraordinary accomplishment in itself.
And that's the
But his
craziest thing. A lot of people are dying on their first time. A lot of people are dying just trying it one time. There's a lot of Sherpas out there that did it 10 times, that summit the top and came down, up and down 10 times, fam. Carried other people's stuff, carried oxygen tanks, all that, fam.
real
Nuts.
fame came from the records he set. In 1999, he spent 21 hours on the summit without supplemental oxygen. Most climbers can only manage a few minutes at the top, but Babu stayed through the day and into the night, pushing the limits of human endurance. In another feat, he scaled the mountain in just 16 hours and 56 minutes,
Ooh.
completing a climb that typically takes days. Babu's achievements extended beyond
It was
personal
different,
records.
fam.
He cared deeply about his community in the Khumbu region, where education and
Is
healthcare
he
were
still alive
scarce.
though?
Having grown up without formal schooling, he dreamed of
Yikes.
building schools for his children and others in the region. He raised money for these projects
That's
through his
fire.
climbs, hoping to improve the lives of future generations.
That's fire.
In 2001, during his 11th Everest expedition,
11.
Babu was
He
once
already
again
made
on the
it
mountain
one.
he loved.
He already
At
made
Camp
it so many
2,
times
located at
and was lucky. You know what
6,500
I mean?
meters, he was seen walking near
Or
the edge of
blessed, I should
camp,
say.
possibly taking photos. The exact details remain unclear, but he slipped and fell into
No,
a
see,
crevasse.
fam.
His absence wasn't
And it'd
noticed
be the
until
most
dinner
skilled
time, when
too.
others at
A
the
lot of
camp
the most skilled
realized he
people
hadn't
died.
returned. A search party was formed,
That
and by
mountain doesn't
midnight
care if
they
you're skilled
discovered
or
the
not.
crevasse he had fallen into. The fall had been fatal. The next morning, two Sherpas descended into the narrow gap to
Man,
retrieve his
fam.
body, carefully working through blocks of ice. After 2 hours, they secured his remains and brought him to the surface. It
Yikes.
took nearly 60 Sherpas 8 hours to transport his body down the mountain,
And they probably had to
navigating the
gather
ice-filled
the best
crevasses
Sherpas,
back to
man, to
base
do
camp.
that, to risk their
Babu's
life.
death was a profound loss.
Also, you know how many people die going on rescue missions to get bodies and stuff? You know what I'm saying? Or going back for their friends? Or going back for their friend's body so they could bury it for their friend's family? People die doing that, fam. You know?
At just 33 years old, he had already achieved more than most climbers do in a lifetime. His records on Everest remain unmatched, but his greatest legacy may be the work he did for his community. The
Yeah.
schools he helped fund
And the
brought
people
education
he
to a
saved
region that
life
had
and
none,
helped
and
going
his
up and down
foundation
that mountain.
continues to support
All of
development
it.
projects in Khumbu.
Project, all of
Babu
it.
Chiri Sherpa's story is one of triumph and tragedy. His life was
Yikes,
a
man.
testament to human potential, but it ended on the very mountain where he had achieved so much. Today, his name is etched into Everest's history, remembered as one of its greatest
That
climbers
mountain
and a
has
symbol
taken
of the
so
Sherpa
many
spirit.
lives, man. But all the lives that
Known as the
agreed
Swiss
to do
machine,
this, you know what I
Willie
mean?
Steck was a climber who had spent years redefining what could be achieved in the mountains. Born in 1976, Steck grew up in the
That's so
Emmental Valley in
beautiful.
Switzerland. As a
That's so
child, he
beautiful.
showed a natural talent for endurance sports, playing hockey, and joining his father on ski tours. By his late teens, he was scaling some of the world's most challenging peaks, including the north face of the Eiger, at just 18 years old.
That's
Over the
crazy.
next 2 decades, he established speed records and achieved first ascents across the globe, earning a reputation as one of the best alpinists of his generation.
Hmm.
Steck's climbing philosophy was
But then
simple
you just
but
want
demanding.
more and you want
He
more and
focused
you
on
want more.
speed, efficiency, and
Then it
precision.
gets dangerous
His
and
solo
more
ascents of
dangerous.
peaks like the Eiger, Annapurna, and Shishapangma pushed the limits of human capability. By 2017, he was ready for his next great challenge.
I know, like, yeah, we could die getting into our cars. We could die from the food. We could die from eating too much. We could die from smoking cigarettes. We could die from a lot of things, right? But it's different when you even lower the chances even lower. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes the difference. Yeah, we could die every day and by doing normal stuff every day, right? But this stuff ain't normal. This is lowering your chances way super low, you know?
Challenge: the Everest Lhotse Traverse. The plan was ambitious: to summit Everest via the Hornbeam Couloir, an incredibly steep and rarely climbed route, and
Yikes.
then traverse to Lhotse, the world's fourth highest peak, all without supplemental oxygen. It was a
That's
combination no
even
one had ever
lowering your
achieved.
chances even more without
Steck arrived
oxygen,
in Nepal in April
especially in the
2017,
death zone.
accompanied by his climbing partner, Tenji Sherpa. They trekked to Everest Base Camp
You
and
got to
began.
understand, even with oxygen, you're in the death zone. You're going up and down K2. You're going up and down whatever mountain you're trying to go up and down. Even with oxygen, your body tends to be weak because it's fighting for more oxygen with that oxygen. And then you're running out of oxygen the longer you're up there. So it's still a risk. So think about that. Even with that, it's even worse when you don't have any oxygen. You know what I mean? The air is so thin up
And
there, fam.
acclimatizing for the climb. However, early setbacks complicated their plans. Tenji suffered frostbite during a supply
Oh,
carry to Camp
frostbite,
2,
fam.
forcing
No.
him to stay behind and recover at base camp. Steck pressed on, using the time to scout the route and build his strength. He soloed parts of the West Ridge and climbed from
And then
base
your
camp
face
to
turns
Camp
black,
3
your
and
nose
back
turns
in a
black
single
from the
day,
blood.
a feat that would take most climbers several
Sheesh.
days. Steck's preparations were intense but calculated. He knew the dangers of high altitude climbing, especially without oxygen. Still, he felt ready. At 40 years old, he believed he was in the best shape of his life,
That
having
don't
spent
mean
weeks
nothing though,
trail running at
fam.
elevations up to
You can
20,000
feel
feet.
however you
His
want to feel,
confidence
but
was
that mountain
unshakable,
don't
and
care
his
about how you
excitement for the
feel.
expedition was clear. Yet, Steck was also someone who made decisions quickly, often shifting his plans in the moment.
Yeah.
On April
That mountain don't
29th,
care about
Steck
none of that.
texted Tenji from Camp 2, saying he planned to climb Nuptse the next morning. Nuptse, a 7,861-meter peak near Everest,
Oh yeah,
was not
yeah.
part of their original plan. Steck described it as the dessert, a side objective to tackle after completing the Everest Lhotse traverse. Climbing it now, instead of later, surprised even Tenji, but for Steck,
You
it
didn't even
made
get your strength
sense.
back.
Conditions on Nuptse looked good, and it offered a chance to acclimatize while doing something
Yeah, but
challenging.
fatigue is gonna
He
set
didn't
in,
respond
fam.
to Tenji's follow up question about climbing alone. Early the next morning,
And you
April
alone?
30th, Steck set out from Camp 2. Around 4:30 a.m., he started up the glacier with a French climber, Yannick Graziani, who was attempting Everest without oxygen. The two parted
Yikes.
ways as Graziani headed toward Camp 3, and Steck veered right toward Nuptse. Several climbers and Sherpas saw him climbing the face as dawn broke. He moved quickly, ascending with the precision that had defined his career. No one knows exactly what happened next.
Oh
Steck was
man.
last seen about 300 meters below Nuptse's summit. Sometime later, he fell approximately 900 meters down the mountain's north face.
No,
Witnesses
fam.
from other expeditions saw the fall, but couldn't say what caused it. His body was found in the western Qom, between camps 1 and 2. The news of Steck's death spread rapidly,
See what
shocking
I'm
the climbing
saying,
community.
fam?
How could someone as skilled and experienced
It
as
don't
Steck
matter how
fall?
skilled you
Some
are, fam. That
speculated that he
mountain don't
slipped
care
on
about
ice or
none of
snow,
that.
a common hazard even for the best climbers. Others suggested fatigue or a misstep in the thin air at high altitude.
We're humans, fam. Fatigue can set in at any moment. Even if it was you only was going up and down, you know what I mean? He went up and down and tried to go on a side mission. Like, come on, man.
The exact cause remains mystery. Steck's death left a deep void. He wasn't just a mountaineer, he was an innovator, someone who had inspired countless climbers with his achievements and
With
philosophy.
families and all
His
that, fam.
feats,
That's
like so
crazy,
many in the
fam.
South face of
Well,
Annapurna, are set in
hopefully you're not
stone
too
records
sad,
of
man. We
life or
gotta get
legend.
this.
Yet, he was
We gotta
also
get
known
this
for his
information, though.
humility
You know
and
what I'm saying? It's
generosity,
good to
often
learn, fam.
mentoring
It's
younger
good to learn.
climbers like
You already know what
teenagers.
it is, fam. It's your boy Otis Jones. Thank you for tuning in, man. Yeah, yeah.